How's it going, everyone? Today we are going to be talking about the Olympics, specifically about how to rank countries based on their gold medal count or based on their total medal count. Okay, this is a debate that's been going on since the Olympics existed, okay, since it started, at least the modern Olympics. Uh, how do you rank countries against one another? Should the country with more gold medals be ranked higher, or should the country with more medals in total be ranked higher? Okay, the ranking you see right now as of the making of this video for the Tokyo Olympics, this ranking has the countries ranked on number of gold medals won. Okay, so China has 36 golds compared to America's 31. Okay, but America has more silvers, more bronzes, and if you look at total medal count, right, the last column right here, America has 98 medals in total versus China's 79. Okay, and if you compare Japan to Great Britain, you have a similar situation, right? Japan has more golds, 24 golds versus Britain's 18. Okay, but Britain has more silver medals, almost twice as many, right? More bronze medals, total medals is 58. More medals than Japan has. Okay, same thing when you compare Great Britain to Russia. Great Britain has one more gold medal, okay, 18 versus 17. But total medals, Russia has 62 versus Britain's 58, right? Because Russia has more silver medals, more bronze medals. And of course, when you rank countries based on golds, if it's a tie, like between Russia and Australia, they both have 17 golds. Okay, well then you look at who has more silvers. Okay, Russia has more silvers, so they're ranked higher. And if it's a tie for silvers, well then you look at bronze. Okay, so arguments exist in both directions, right? Should countries be ranked based on gold medal count or on total medal count? So we're going to analyze this. We're going to do some calculations to see what makes more sense. I'll give you the spoiler warning right now. Gold medal count makes more sense. Okay, mathematically, it's a more robust system, but we're going to see why. Okay, and we're going to give the other side its argument. Okay, there are arguments for total medal count as well. Okay, so let's look at an example. Okay, let's say we have country A. Okay, and they have, let's say, gold, silver, bronze, and they have one gold, no silvers, no bronzes, right? And country B has no golds, but they have 10 silver medals and 0 bronze medals. Okay, so in this situation, well, if you're going by gold medal count, clearly country A is ranked higher, right? If you're going by total medal count, country B is ranked higher, right? Let's give a total column right here. 1 medal, 10 medals, okay? If the purpose of the ranking is to show what country is more talented in sports, well, what's better, to be the best at one sport or to be second best at 10 sports? Okay, that's a debate to be had. Okay, and maybe you're thinking, well, you know what, 10 silvers, yeah, being second best at 10 sports is better than being the best at one, but where do you draw the line? What if it's 8? Okay, what if it's 8 silvers instead of 10? Is 8 silvers still better than 1 gold? Okay, let's imagine a country C that has no golds, no silvers, but 10 bronzes. Okay, so here our total for country B is now 8, right? Our total for country C is 10. So if you thought 10 silvers is better than 1 gold, is 10 bronzes better than 1 gold? Right? The question is, at what point do you draw the line, right? And of course, the idea of the total medal count is that, well, you don't have to think about where to draw the line because we don't care about the color of the medal. Just the total number of medals is what matters, okay? And let's look at the arguments in favor of that. Whether you want a gold, a silver, or a bronze, that's a great accomplishment, right? That's a huge achievement, right? A bronze medal is also a huge achievement. And the difference between gold and bronze in some sports, it's a fraction of a second that we're talking about. a fraction of a second. So it's not really that much of a difference, right? So if you want to rank countries based on how athletically talented they are, just look at the total medal count. Okay? That's the argument there, right? And of course, the argument in favor of looking just at gold medal count is, well, no, we want to know how many sports a country is the best at, right? That's why we look at gold. We only look at silver and bronze if they're the best at the same number of sports, right? So to settle this debate, to shed some light on it, we are going to look at another way, a third way of ranking countries based on medals won, and this is a point-based system, okay? So in a point-based system, every medal color is worth a certain number of points. So for example, a bronze is worth 1 point, a silver is worth 2 points, and a gold is worth 3 points. So if we look at our countries here, right, A, B, and C, right, country A would have 3 points because they have 1 gold medal worth 3 points. Country B would have 16 points because they have 8 silver medals, each one is worth 2 points, and country C is worth 10 points, right? 10 bronze, each one is worth 1 point, okay? So country B would actually be ranked the highest, right? And then it would be country C with its 10 bronzes, right? And then country A would be ranked last with its 3 points, right? Now that's different than if we rank by gold medal. If we rank by number of gold medals, country A is first, right? Country B and C are tied for gold medals, so we look at silvers, and country B is second, it has more silvers, and then country C would be third, right? If we rank by the total number of medals, well then country C would be first, country B would be in the middle, country A would be last, right? And with the point system, we end up with a different order, right? We have B first, and then A, and then C, right? And even if country A has more golds, right? Let's say they have 4 gold medals, okay? So that means they actually have a total of 4 medals, right? They have 12 points, right? 4 medals, each worth 3 points, 12 points in total. That doesn't change our ranking, right? So country A can have 1 gold medal, 2 gold medals, 3 gold medals. It's still not first place. Well, it changes the ranking, but it's still not first place, right? But now it's second place, right? So with 1 gold medal, it ranked last, right? With 4 gold medals, well, now it's overcome country C, right? So now our ranking is, 8 silvers is the best, and then 4 golds is second best, and then, 10 bronzes is ranked last, right? Whereas if country A had less than 4 gold medals, right, well then country C would actually be better with its 10 points, right? And it's interesting for us to consider this, right? It's interesting to think, okay, what are the different combinations of what country would rank how with different number of medals and all that. And, typically, let's say we imagine country D, right? Let's say they have, 2 golds and 4 silvers and 3 bronze. Usually it's split between the different types of medals, and we can calculate, okay, how many points would that be? Okay, so you have your 2 golds worth 3 points, plus your 4 silvers worth 2 points, plus your 3 bronzes, which are 1 point each. And so that gets you a 6 plus 8 plus 3. So that gives you a 17. Okay, so country D, with its 2 golds, 4 silvers, and 3 bronzes, would actually rank higher than all of these. Okay, now we could look at different interesting combinations, and that's all fun, but then there's the wake-up call, which is, why are the points assigned like this? Why should a bronze be worth 1 point? Why should a silver be worth 2? Why should a gold be worth 3? Where do these numbers 1, 2, 3 come from? What is there 3 of in a gold medal that there's only 2 of in a silver medal and only 1 of in a bronze medal? Nothing. right? These points are completely arbitrary. Yeah, it's convenient for us to think of the numbers 1, 2, and 3, but they don't have a connection to the real world, right? So there's no particular reason to use 1, 2, and 3, right? Well, why don't we square everything? Okay, why don't we use 1, 4, and 9? Okay, a silver is worth 4, a gold is worth 9. Well, then we have a different situation. Okay, let me just make that 4 a little prettier. So now our 4 gold medals, with each one worth 9 points, that is 36 points. And the bronze medal, well, 8 of the bronze medals, each worth 4 points, that's 32 points. And those were the silver medals, right? And the bronze medals are still worth 10 points, right? So if these are the points we assign, 1, 4, and 9, right, just squaring 1, 2, and 3, well then it's the same as if we had just a ranking based on number of gold medals, right? A is first, and then B is second, and C is third. Okay, so you might think, well, I mean, 1, 4, and 9 seems kind of random, arbitrary. Like, why 1, 4, and 9? Well, why 1, 2, and 3? Right? Both point systems make equally little sense because the numbers are arbitrary. They're not connected to anything physical. We may as well have a point system where a bronze is 14, and a silver is 15, and a gold is 19.5. Why not, if we're just making up numbers? And how this sheds light on the debate of gold medal count versus total medal count is it helps us realize that gold medal count and total medal count are also point-based systems. For gold medal count, it's a point-based system where a gold is worth 1 point, and a silver is worth 0 points, and a bronze is worth 0 points. What's the physical thing that it's connected to? The number of sports you're the best at. Okay? Gold is worth 1 because if you have a gold medal, you are the best at one sport. That's what that gold medal signifies. Silver and bronze are worth 0 because if you have silver and bronze in a particular sport, you are not the best at that sport, right? You were the best at that sport 0 times, right? For every silver or bronze medal that you have in that sport. And then only if there's a tie, right, between golds, okay, then we look at silvers. They become worth 1 point and a bronze becomes worth 0. And then if it's a tie there, okay, then we look at the bronzes as being worth 1 point each. All right, so it is a point-based system, 1, 0, 0. Unless there's a tie, then we assign points to silver and bronze as a tiebreaker. The total medal count is also a point-based system where a gold is worth 1, a silver is worth 1, and a bronze is also worth 1. Right? Each of your medals is worth 1 point, so your total score is how many medals you won. What does the 1 point correspond to in the physical world? It corresponds to the number of medals that you won. Okay, so both the total medal count and the gold medal count are point-based systems where the points assigned are not arbitrary, they actually represent something. And here we see the flaw in the total medal count. Why is a gold worth the same number of points as a silver? Shouldn't it be worth more? Right? Why is a silver worth the same number of points as a bronze? Shouldn't it be worth more? Sure, the difference between gold and bronze is a fraction of a second sometimes, but it's still a difference. Right? For in the gold medal game, both teams go home with a medal, but they still compete. They still want the gold medal over the silver medal. And we want them to compete. We want them to try their best in that gold medal game. We don't want them thinking, oh, we're equal. We get the equal number of points no matter what after we leave the field. So this is just a fun game, this gold medal game. No, we want them to compete. Right? See, that's the flaw in the total medal count. In the gold medal count, the number of golds is worth more than the number of silvers, 1 versus 0. Only if it's a tie, then we look at the number of silvers, which is worth more than the number of bronzes, 1 versus 0. And then if it's a tie there, we look at the number of bronzes. So looking at and considering a point-based system helps us realize that the two things we were debating to begin with, gold medal count versus total medal count, is a point-based system. And then we see what point-based system makes the most sense. So I hope you enjoyed that analysis, and hopefully it shed some light for you on the medal count. We'll see how the medal count progresses. And until next time, enjoy.